The only thing that we got to remember is at the end to take a picture for a thumbnail.
Okay.
So that I don't have to screenshot moving pictures. Even though the one that I got was good.
Yeah, no, you usually good. You usually do good.
Hi, everybody.
Oh, we're recording?
Yes, we are.
Before we get started, I'm just going to say this. I love me a messy urban fiction. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
Welcome to episode 2 of Well Read Wool. I am so excited that y'all have been so excited.
Oh, yeah, that. Thank
Right?
you. I don't know what I expected,
Me either.
but I'm pleasantly surprised. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm glad you guys are enjoying spending time with us.
Right.
Yeah.
It was kind of like an idea on a whim. We both realized that when we do post things together, it gets a lot of views, it gets a lot of reactions. And mom was like, maybe a month ago she was just like, what's a series or something that we can do together?
Mm-hmm.
And we both were kind of thinking on it. And then how everything usually hits me, it just all made sense in a moment. Like mom mentioned maybe a week or so ago, she was like knitting in books. And I'm like, okay, we can do that. And then everything else kind of fell into place. And when I have those moments, I try to just act on them. That's something that Kev on Stage says in his book a lot. His most recent book, where he's just like, I don't overthink about things. He said when he gets an idea, he just picks his phone up and he executes it.
I like that. And I like how he says, like, it doesn't have to be perfect. Post it.
Right. Just post it.
Right. Just post it.
You really will learn along the way. I said that to somebody on Threads the other day because they were like, I want to sit in front of my camera and talk about books, but I be yapping too much. And I said the only way that you're not going to learn how to quote unquote yap too much is actually sitting in front of the camera
and doing
it and posting the content and seeing what people respond to or don't respond to. So
right.
it feels really good that you guys are just as excited of us meshing our worlds together.
Yeah. I was surprised at the amount of knitting questions that we got. Like Shelby was like, Mom, they want to know the name of the pattern. Mom, somebody asked
Right.
about the base of the yarn. Mom. And I was like, okay. So, we're trying to stay in the comments. And, like somebody asked me something about her book club. I was like, oops, she's going to read this. She'll answer.
Exactly.
So, yeah, it's definitely a partnership.
Mm-hmm.
And again, I'm really happy that you guys are so interested and you're enjoying it. And so many people say, I got to hang out with you and Shelby. I was like, aw.
Right.
So yeah.
Sarah, my friend Sarah that lives out in California, she thought Sleep Island was a very funny term. And she was like, I've never heard that before.
Yeah, because when I first started knitting and at certain terminology, I did not realize that knitting has a vocabulary of its own. Let's start there. Because so many things, I was like, wait, what? What does that mean? I don't understand. And when people was like, they were stuck on Sleep Island. I'm like, isn't the island someplace that you enjoy? So why are we stuck there? But I get it. Like once it can be mundane.
Yeah, I was going to say, is it very monotonous because it's the same thing over? And then you got to do it twice.
You got to do it twice. That bingo. Because if I could I usually do my sleeves 2 at a time, i.e. why I have so much extra cord here is because I usually do them 2 at a time. But because of the stripes and the counting and the decreases that are required on this sleeve and because it's not just basic stockinette or garter stitch, I was like, I'm not driving myself crazy. So that's why I'm doing them 2 separately. But it gets tedious because you need a small circumference and
Right.
But not that I am not enjoying it. It's just it's a slowdown in the process, I guess, is the best way to say.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
It made me think of when Sarah was saying it was funny. It made me think of one flat, one bumpy. How many of y'all have been following us long enough to know what one flat, one bumpy is? Uh,
And I still try to remember how we got there. I think I said we was talking about something.
yeah, you said something about ribbing, and
Ribbing.
I was like,
You
I
was
don't know
like,
what that is. Like, what is
exactly.
that?
And I'm like, you
And
do
she
know
was
what
like,
this. I was
okay,
like, the end of right.
the sleeve of your sweater, the end of your sweater, that's ribbon. And I said, oh, okay, one flat, one bumpy.
And we both cackled. However, very accurate description. One flat, one bumpy is a very
Right.
accurate way to make, if you're a visual learner, that's a very accurate way to
To
explain
explain it.
what ribbing is.
But
Yes.
mommy always taught me that in order to know that I understand something, I need to be able to translate it in like Shelby language.
Right.
Right? Like be able to dumb it down, or not dumb it down, but simplify it enough so that you can change up the words and you're not just regurgitating what the definition is or whatever the case may be.
Right.
So my mind always goes to that when I'm trying to explain things. I'm like, okay, here's how I understand it. Maybe this will help someone else understand it too. So
Right. Like the wildly popular phrase I've seen a lot now on social media. Explain it to me like I'm
I'm
five.
5. Exactly.
If
Explain it
you
to me
if
like
you
I'm
can
5.
make a 5 year old, and I've always said that as a trainer, a sales coach, that path that I took in my career, I always needed to be able to explain it in different ways. So wherever you are in your learning journey, my challenge was to make sure that I explained it in such a way that the one that caught on quickly got it, the one that was struggling got it, and the
Right.
people in the middle got it. You have to be able
All
to
levels of learning.
explain it right in such a way that everybody, so if they don't get my spoken example of it, whatever is written needs to bring it home to them, or whatever is visual needs to make them understand. So yeah. Yeah.
Yes. Um, so you got one. Why didn't you do your sleeves 2 at a time for this?
Because of, it's not just regular ribbing. This is called
Ah,
a half fisherman's rib. So it's a special stitch, without going too far. And to have to do the special stitch with all the finagling of
okay.
two, because
That
now I
okay.
have to. So if I did these two at a time, I would have the other sleeve on this wire
Uh-huh.
along with this, but I would also have to have two separate balls of yarn.
Oh, okay.
So
That sound like a mess.
I would be doing this side of
Uh-huh.
this sleeve, and then this side of the
Side
other
the sleeve
sleeve, and then
and then
come
turn
back the
around.
other.
Okay, no thank
So
you.
drop the yarn over
Uh-huh.
here, and
And
so
then
because
pick.
if not, I'll knit them together. Yep, right.
Mm-mm.
And then you got to change colors and all of.
Yeah,
I was like,
no.
I'm
Okay.
not.
I believe you. I just was anticipating
No,
what the questions might be because they're gonna say, "Oh, 2 at a
right,
time. Why didn't you
right,
decide to
right,
do
right,
this
right,
2 at a
right,
time?"
right,
I'm trying to anticipate for them
right,
because
right.
you are absolutely correct. No, thank you.
Yeah.
No, thank
I
you.
mean, it's doable. I normally do it if it's just a basic stitch.
Mm-hmm.
I will do two at a time, because that's why I don't do socks often. Because what you mean? I gotta do all this
Yeah,
again.
twice.
So if
I
I
don't.
can do it
And
two at a
sock
time,
yarn is so.
yeah,
It's itty bitty.
yeah. If I can do two at a time, I'm gonna do two at a time. But well, yeah. If I could do two sleeves at a time, but for the most part, I'm monogamous, because Shelby mentioned that on the post, like where she can read multiple books. There's people in the fiber industry. They have 55 different projects going on at once, and I call them project hoes. I'm loyal to my stuff. They just floozies, just jumping from whip to whip. I
Not
don't.
they
I
floozy.
Yes, they are, and I'm loyal. So
You're
I'm the
look
same way
okay.
with my books. I've tried. Like I'll have something that I'm listening to,
Mm,
and we'll have that conversation
right. Be careful with the mic.
another time. I'll have something that I'm listening to, and then something that I'm actually reading, and I find they don't get equal attention. I gotta finish.
That's so interesting because I'll have, and I think it's the neurodivergence in me. Like, so when I was reading the True Confessions of First Lady Freeman, I happened to like leave that book out here, and now that book belongs to the living room. So I was reading something else in my room
Oh,
because I had access to it easier, and I whether it was on my Kindle or if it is a physical book, it's in my room, so I can read that in there.
okay,
That's my bedroom book.
okay,
And then when I'm sitting out here, you know, if it's some I'll sit and read that one.
right.
Now there is an opportunity where I'll pick whatever this is up and
Hmm.
bring it in the room with me
Hmm.
because it is interesting, it's holding my
Right,
attention, I want to read it.
right,
Maybe focus a little bit more on it, especially if I'm towards the tail end of it or whatever the case may be.
right.
But yeah, there's something about like, I wanted to read something the other night and I was like, that's a living room book, and I'm not going out there and turning on the big light to go. I'm
Right.
not doing all of
Effort,
that. So
work.
that's gonna have to wait till tomorrow when I'm out there.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, and that's just kind of how it goes. And there will be times where like with the book that we're gonna review today is 72 Hours with an Unhinged Menace. With that ended up taking a lot of my attention because now I want to know what's
Yeah,
going
but
on,
once
so
you
on
get
and so forth.
invested, yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Had I not, I probably would have stuck with Theo of Golden because
Okay,
that's been like in the back of my mind. Like I'm like, what are those characters doing?
right,
What's whatever.
right.
So there not every book gets equal divided attention every single time when I'm reading multiple books. But then I have like books that I'm creating content for. So like next week I have to read it's a reread. I haven't read it in years though, called Coleman Hill. That's something I'll probably sit and read in a day because it's for content purposes.
Okay,
So that'll get my undivided attention.
okay. So the kind of urgency behind it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And with that, I gotta wait until it's like 2 days before.
I gave you that, Gene. I'm
Okay.
sorry.
In our next lives, you got to pick something else to pass down, okay?
I gave that to you.
Because
Forgive me.
in my head, like I was sitting here
Don't give me
today.
time because I'm gonna wait.
I'm going to wait.
Please.
I was
Tell me you need it right now. Because if you say, "Oh, don't worry about it,"
when you got time,
it's
that's
no
the
rush.
worst thing you can say
Don't
to me.
say there's no rush. Because okay,
when you get a moment, can you? I'm not gonna have a moment till next week. What do you mean? I'm not gonna have a moment till next week, baby.
Listen. Push your way to the front of my line because if you tell me you can wait, go back there.
Bye.
Sorry, I got.
And it's
stuff.
not even that I got other stuff to do for real.
I do.
I mean, yes, but for me, it's not always that I got other stuff to do. There's something about you telling me someone telling me I have to do something, girl, that makes me not want to do it.
Girl, don't give me a deadline.
All of a sudden, I'm like, well, no.
I did that to you. I'm sorry. Because that's not good.
And it's like everywhere in my life. Like I could be about to do something. Mommy will say, take the garbage out. And in my head, I'll be like, no, because I was going to do it. I was going to do it on my own. And now you telling me what to do? No. And it's wherever I'm going to procrastinate. I just am. When the children today complain about one of the kids was online saying like, I gotta write, we're taking a test and I gotta write 4 paragraphs in however many minutes. Like, how did y'all do this back in the day? Baby, if you don't go in there and get you an energy drink,
right,
and some candy,
right, and make it happen.
I've written 20-page papers overnight. It was due at 11:59. I submitted it at 11:57. Okay.
Yeah, I think that's why I don't do. Like I get email after email after email. All these companies. Oh, we saw your content. We would love to work with you. No, because here you go. You need a story that's this long. Right. Can I have this kind of post? That no, because you take my originality out of it. You take my creativity. You're removing the GG out of the GG made it. And no, thank you.
I totally understand.
Yeah.
I totally understand.
I did that to you. My bad.
It's okay.
Okay.
Because so like Monday, Tuesday, probably Tuesday, I'll sit and read Coleman Hill. And it's a book that I've already read. It's a book that I already enjoy. If you guys like historical fiction, you'll love Coleman Hill. I think my favorite part about it is it feels like nonfiction. It feels like narrative nonfiction, although it is a fiction story. And it feels like all of these short stories that are kind
Okay,
of
let's
melded
see.
together. So yeah, on Tuesday I'll be in here with the audiobook on like 3 speed and the physical
I
book of
have nothing to do
Mercenal.
with that. But something else, we're gonna have to find a
Mm.
way to maybe incorporate snippets of that. A lot of the books that I've fallen in love with is because I've pre-read them with Shelby. And what I mean by that is
Oh,
she'll be reading, Mommy, yes. Let me tell you, I was like, oh, what happened? And then it gets to the point I ain't reading the book. But I be cooking dinner. And I be like, hey Shelby,
what
you
happened
ain't
to your
what
people?
happened to
Mm-hmm.
what happened to so and so, Um
Yeah.
and then when she ain't reading fast enough, or she done because of her book club or whatever, she done went on to something else. That'll make me go get it myself because I'm like, okay,
Right. She like, I can't wait for
that's
you.
how
I
I
need to
got hooked
know.
on Capadonna and Capone and
Oh
all of them
yeah, because I
because
was coming in the room
I
and I
was,
was like,
yes,
"Mommy."
yes, she sure was. Yeah,
That was very much an adventure. But I do that because for me reading, I'm in the book with them.
correct. Same,
I'm with them. I can see it all in my head. I'm
same,
walking down these streets with them.
same,
I'm hunting people with them.
same.
I'm doing all of the
Oh, sorry.
well, I'm there. And it's I feel like I have a mix of both. Sometimes I'll read certain things like when I read nonfiction, all I can see in my head are the words. When I'm reading fiction, I'm in the book.
Yeah,
So it's like we experiencing this together. So somebody got to holler and scream with me.
right. So, cause right,
Somebody got to.
cause
Oh,
after
I
that,
have to tell
I ain't never
somebody.
had no interest in nobody's motorcycle, but I need to learn how to ride a motorcycle. I need to learn how to shoot a gun, and I need me a
Right,
leather vest because the next time they go across the Brooklyn Bridge, I'm gonna be in that fight with them.
right.
So that's the part that I truly enjoy. So can we get into
Yes, we can talk about 72 hours with a unhinged
Unhinged?
menace. So
Yes.
this is by Brickhouse.
Okay.
This is a series. There are 2 books. We're only going to talk about the first one today,
Yes.
which will explain why. And mommy came across this one. I don't know. You didn't tell me like what you were reading that kind of led to.
Well, I finished. I think I was listening to the last book we reviewed, Dead.
Oh, Dead First.
I finished Dead First,
Okay.
and I forgot about the book from the young lady that we went to see at the Center for Fiction.
Okay.
I forgot that I had already purchased that while we were sitting there.
Right.
So I needed something because just a little something to polish the edge off before I fall asleep.
Uh-huh.
So you got me hooked. I probably read 40 novellas when you kind of
Right.
turned me onto that. So I was like, let me go see if there's something quick, easy I can read. And I just opened up my Kindle, and the first thing that popped up, it said 72 hours. It said Menace. I instantly thought about
Right.
Menace from
Uh-huh.
Jacquel.
Yes.
And I was like,
And let me be clear, when she says her Kindle, she uses the Kindle app. I have
on my
offered to
phone.
buy
Yes.
her a Kindle. She
Yeah,
has told me no.
Yeah, I don't need it. I
So everybody in the comments tell her that what the blessing of having a Kindle is.
Yeah, no, thank you. I can do it on my phone or my iPad. Is what I do because I prefer to listen. But we'll have that conversation another time. So I just went looking because I wanted something. I was on the edge of being sleepy, but I knew if I didn't find something to shut my mind off of the world and work and all that other stuff, that I would be awake. And I found it. And I was like, oh, let me give this a try. I didn't look at the length of it. I didn't do any of that. I just started reading. And when I tell you, imagine you peeking in a room and a hand coming out of somewhere and snatching you in. That's what they did to me. I was like, oh, when I tell you I was up all night, I looked over. I was like, oh, the sun is coming up, baby. And then I was mad when my alarm went off. So I got to get up and function and work and put this down because I can't multitask. I can't keep it in my ear while I'm working.
Well,
I
this
got
one
to
doesn't
put the
have an
phone down.
audiobook, does
It does not.
No,
I
so
went.
that's how you know something is really good because mommy is not quick. She's not gonna pick to read something with her eyes as much as she is gonna want to listen because she likes to multitask.
Right. So if I could be doing the dishes, if I could be cooking dinner, if I could
Right.
be knitting, if I can be miss my baby walking the dog, you
Right.
know what I mean? Whatever. If I can do multiple things and
Speaking,
still be entertained,
I'll
I'll do that.
y'all. I don't remember the name of the person that made this for mom, but
Yes, we'll
what I
put
can
her. We'll
say,
get her name and put it in the
yes,
what you
what I will
call it
say is in the underneath a bar
down there.
because it's
Yep,
underneath of
the
the
bar.
video.
Yep.
Um, this can live in the living room now because as soon as Gunner saw it, when I
Yes.
tell you that baby's ears poked up, he was looking at
Yes.
me like, "For me, no,
No.
back up."
Absolutely.
A Stuffy did not stand a chance in this house because my baby was
Listen,
like, "Is that for me?"
I've had dolls that were made. She had the beautiful puffs. I looked up, gonna dragging my baby by her puff. I said,
I
"Oh,
forgot about that. Oh my god.
I still got her ruined puff in a
He
Ziploc.
sure was. And
Gunner
that
was
tail was
dragged.
going. My baby was
Listen,
excited. I
he
did a
dragged
thing.
her by her hair. He killed my baby. Anyway,
Oh, I miss my dog so much. Every time I'm doing something or it gets too quiet, I be like, what is my child out there doing? Oh, I
mm-hmm,
miss him so much.
mm-hmm.
But okay, so 72 hours with Unhinged Menace starts with the banging on this woman's door. She hears banging and she gets up, she gets her gun. Cause she like, it's 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning. Who is this? And when she opens the door, she sees her baby brother linked to the side, blood everywhere, because obviously someone has beat him up really badly. And she's trying to get him in the house. And this man comes and he is like, "Hey, I did that to your brother. And if you want him to continue to keep breathing, here's what you are gonna do for me." So we learn that she is the district attorney.
That's the snatching part. Like they
Right.
just,
That's the part that
I was like, oh, okay,
right. I'm like,
all
oh, okay,
right,
we getting into it.
yeah, we
Now,
are.
I thought that he was going to be the love interest because
Nero.
I thought Nero was gonna be the love interest because I've read a couple of books like that where they come to do so, like the Crownless King that I told you about.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
That start her uncle steals from the Vampire King,
mm-hmm.
and he and his boys come to the house to get his stuff and to get the uncle, but he decides that she is very attractive and we're gonna take her too.
Okay,
So I
but
assumed that Nero was gonna be the love interest, so I
right,
was prepared for that, like an enemies to lovers sort of thing. But
yeah,
Nirvana is the district attorney, and
yes,
Nero wants her to basically cover up a case that she is working on.
and baby, listen, I'm gonna say this. This is what I'm finding. I'm loving. Judge me if you like, but give me the Godfather. Just make it black. And that's what's happening here. You got the family factions. You got the I don't give a damn. I didn't say you could step on my grass. Yes, I'm going to chop your foot off because you step. I just, you know, there's something about it reminds me of coming up and my mother would be like, you see that kind of boy right there to do that kind of thing, you stay away from him. I'm like, do I have to? Like, you kind of want a taste of that. So it's like me living vicariously through that bad boy era.
So
That
you want a man that you got to keep some money under the mattress for him when stuff
listen,
go wrong. Is that
no,
what
that
you
I
want?
know you. What you say to me? Hold, please.
Oh, you want to know what you want? You want a man that's gonna tap his gun on the window behind you. That's what you want. That's how you say that in today's speak. Me too, girl. Me also as well.
Listen, just like just a little unhinged, just a
You
tad
want him to
bit,
tap his gun on the window.
right, sir? Just come to my house and there's another man in my presence. Period. He didn't ask no questions. Just start beating his behind. Yep. Just a
Yeah.
little bit of crazy.
Nirvana
just a
was
tinge.
was like, I don't know who the F word you think I am or how the F word you got in my house.
Yeah,
But the answer is no.
Yeah, I love that. I love a strong female character.
Yes.
She.
Oh, in book speak we say FMC, a female
I
main
like a
character.
strong female. I don't know. I be reading posts. I be like, what the hell? Let me ask, and I be forgetting. I be let me ask Shelby, what's the F? What's the MMC? What the hell is that? Anyway,
that's like
I like a woman that, because I always say about me, right? If there was a Mr. Gigi made it, okay, he would have to be strong-willed. His spine needs to be steel, because if I can make him bend over his back, I'm going. Like, I need somebody that'll say to me, you better, and I'll be like, I don't know who you're talking to, but I bet you I go sit down, right? So, but I'm gonna talk back. I am gonna stand up for myself, but I need a man that I know is in control. Does that make sense? I don't know if that makes sense, but I know for me, if I could say, you get on my nerves and you cower, go home to your mama, please. Bye. Because I'm not the one for you. I'm not. I'm gonna hurt your feelings. And I need a strong man. And I think that's what a strong little bit of crazy man.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
That's probably so toxic. But this is something. So I love that she is in a situation. She wants to protect her family, like we all do. You don't find many people that are just going to turn their heads in protecting their family, right? Mm-hmm. She wants to protect her family, and she knows she has to do something, but you're gonna drag me to do it, because I'm not gonna cower. That. Who are you talking to? Like,
I enjoyed that.
I love that she, even when we get to Mr. Man Crown, the definition. I promise you, we look up the word crazy. There's an 8x10.
See, but I don't necessarily think Crown was crazy. As a fellow autistic myself, that baby just got a touch of autism. That's all it is. And when you get into environments that are not set up in the way that you like it, it presents as anger sometimes.
Yes.
But that baby just got a little bit of autism. Maybe a lot of bit of autism.
I like that he just, he observed everything. And he pulled everything apart in his mind before he did anything. But then once love becomes a part of the plan.
Right. So
when love enters
Nero
the chat,
does the propositions her. She automatically knows that that's not what she's going to do, but she has to figure out how to navigate that. On the illegal end of things is where Crown's family comes in. So Crown is the Don and his family, and they are the Macari family, the Macari house. So they understand that the case that Nirvana is working on impacts not just them, but the entire
faction, the
entire Black Flame faction.
Yeah.
And they want to get ahead of that. So his father says, "Oh, you have to marry her." And he was like, "No."
Right.
But at the same time, the reason that he's a Don is because he can make these decisions, and he is going to put the house before anything else. So he figures out how to navigate that. Does that involve a little kidnapping? Yes. Is it going to have me looking at shipping containers very strange for the rest of my life? Yes.
Right. Like, what's in there?
So that's how they, it becomes a forced proximity kind of thing. If you guys are in the bookish world and know the terms. So like this would be considered like an enemies to lovers and a forced proximity when it comes to like the tropes. Does that make sense?
No, for me it do, but you speak the book language. I don't. Listen.
So
whether she wanted to marry him or not.
Right. She had to marry him. And I think they like leveled each other out, because once she realized like, oh, he's neurodivergent, he does all of these things. If I maneuver around that may get him to talk to me like he got some sense.
Right, because she is no dummy. Very well educated, very observant. She sees his triggers immediately. Like, she reads him like a book in her hands quickly, and she's figuring out, okay, I got to figure out how to maneuver these minefields and still maintain who I am and save my brother at the same time. And I'm still not doing what they want me to. I loved it. I also loved a solid, well, not completely solid because you had one crack, but I love this a solid family. You
Oh yeah, the
know,
whole family wasn't solid. Air can go to Satan's
yes,
house. I
yes,
hate him.
yes,
I
yes,
hate him bad.
yes.
I also don't like her best friend, Brittany. I
Mm,
don't like Brittany.
mm,
I'm never gonna like Brittany.
mm.
Um,
Because
I
I
don't
feel
care
like
what
she
she
was slimy
does.
from the door. Like,
Front,
why would your
yeah.
best friend not know who your father is?
Why would your best friend not know who your father is? And you work in. She's
She's
also an
also a
attorney, so
lawyer
it's
as
like
well. Yeah,
you.
right.
Yeah, I don't.
Especially when I'm upset because my brother, what's going on with my brother? And I told you who came to my house and who did what to my brother.
But then I'm like,
And you
well, how
still,
old is Nero? Like, what do he look like that Nirvana couldn't tell that he possibly had a kid her age, you know?
well, mm. But again, I think I said this last time. I love a good family dynamic. I love a good friendship, whether it remains or whatever. I love those bases. Like, it's hard to review a book and not give so much of it away that you don't want to read it. So like
Uh-huh.
I'm always tiptoeing around, but I love the family aspect. I love that if one brother call, no questions asked,
Right.
here they come,
Right.
ready to tear up everything and everybody in their sights. I love the respect that they have for Crown as the head. Even the
Yeah.
father, the
Mm-hmm.
father would look at him like, whatever you say is the way we're gonna go. But what I also liked, I love a woman that knows her place, but is not kept. Right? If it's time for me to speak up and say, no, here's what we're gonna do. And when I say that, all my soldiers fall in place because when mommy got upset, they were all like, oh, okay, that's what we're gonna do
Was that
then.
in book 1 or book 2? I think that was in book 2.
That might be book 2.
Yeah, because I didn't get to a point where she was.
She had anything to say.
Yeah,
Okay, it
no.
could be
So
book
that's,
2.
I think that's book 2. Um, it is multiple POVs. So if
Yes.
you have read any urban romance for real, any of the romance girls, then you will be accustomed. You'll be used to that. The black romance girls, I should say, you'll be accustomed to that. I would not call this spicy.
No,
So for the
it's
people
a
that
little, yeah, but
don't
nothing.
necessarily want spice, there are scenes, but
Right, yeah,
it's
but
not.
yeah,
It's not. You know,
it's a
it's
moment.
just regular Tuesday hunching. It's not nothing.
Right,
That's gonna make you sweat or nothing like
right,
that.
right.
Um, I enjoyed it. I feel like it made me miss some characters that in some other books that I've read. So like it made me think of They Call Him Nas by Casey Mills. Because I like a forced proximity. I like a kidnapping situation. We can unpack that with my therapist later. I remember I was telling Adela like, whatever book it was, I was like, he's just passionate, and she was looking at me like, we're gonna have to get her checked. We're gonna have to take her to the people and get her checked. And I was like, I just want to know that he cares. And if that means he's gonna drive a car through my house, then let him drive a car through my house. What, he got the money to get him fixed.
little toxicity, little bit,
I.
just a tad, little bit, little bit.
I
But I
kidnapping
mean,
doesn't
I like
sound bad.
again, I like stories that just keep me because I promise you, I promise. I looked down and it said I was 80% through the book, and I was like, ain't no way. Because this ain't resolved, that ain't resolved. I don't know what happened with this.
Right.
What happened to this one? What is old boy over here doing?
Okay.
I went immediately to the
I'm
second
looking
book.
for. Okay, if you like a family, the Collective series by Casey Mills is Shadows and Whispers. What's the third book called? Somebody. Shadows and Whispers.
While she's looking for that, I will say what with Shelby introducing me to this genre, what I love the most when me and Shelby are in the book, but I'm the main character. The next book is about Shelby,
Yeah,
and
okay, so you
perhaps
like series.
I
So
do.
like that's
So
what the collective is, because it's the first one is Shadows and Whispers, Dawning and Resurgence, and the third one is hold on. Emergence and Ascendance. Each one is a different brother.
right, so like you cover the family. So same with the whole Delgado series,
Right.
right? So you go through the one brother, the next brother, the twin, the sister, and then the sister's love interest, his brother. We go through him. Then everybody is the main characters are all getting their own story where they're it's I
So the
love that.
other book that it made, the little series that it made me think of. So Casey Mills did a series called 24/3, which is originally a novella, but then she did a full length story for it called Loyal by Default, and he's an assassin, and
Okay.
he ends up getting hurt and knocks on her door. She's a nurse,
Mm-hmm.
and she like, "This ain't the hospital. Why are y'all in my house?"
Yeah,
And he was
no.
like, "I'm gonna stay here for a couple of days. You gonna, heal me up, whatever, whatever." And they end up
Right.
falling for each other. But then he's like, "But with my line of business, I can't do this with you." And she was like, "So you just gonna leave, nigga?" Yes. What else? There's an author named D. Scott. It made me think of her, but is it D. Scott? Let's double check that.
There's
Yes, D. Scott, the Jennings Mafia family. Now the first brother, his name is Trouble, and you wanna know he is a whole bunch of trouble. And I loved every second of it. It's Trouble, Trouble Forever, Still Forever, and Reckless Forever are the three brothers.
mm,
And the first one was an arranged marriage.
okay.
And she
So
was
now,
like, "I'm not marrying you."
so like with this one, the 72 hours, Shelby discovered that we came in on the tail end of the party.
Yes.
The party is just about ending, and we came at the end. So we both have decided we're gonna go back to the beginning because Shelby said it out loud. I was thinking it. Certain things they mentioned in the book, like we were supposed to know what they was talking about. Like
Yeah,
they didn't go
like the
deep
way that
into
they
it.
were talking about like the whole faction
Right,
was as if I knew, and I'm like, did I fall asleep reading? Like what?
right,
Certain things, certain people were talked about in
right,
certain ways that implied we
right.
had that information. So that's why we only talked about the first book, because I don't want to read the second book until I can go backwards a little bit and figure some things out. So excuse me, next week we'll read, next episode y'all see after this will be Ken by T.R. Jones. I don't know what we're gonna read after Ken yet, but eventually you'll see we'll come back and talk about the rest of these books, because
Yeah,
it
because
was
clearly
there's
it's a
stuff
whole world.
we're
Yeah,
obviously missing things.
because like, what's wrong with the daddies? Like, why the daddy and the other Don? What's the issue?
Yeah, but the one Don that was talking all that mess to Crown, he got his own book. Warlock,
Yeah,
he got his own book. So we can
I
see
don't
what
think
he
he's
went.
a Don. I think he's a son.
I don't
Under
know.
one, but he does
Okay.
have his own book. But I don't think he's a, because the one that's the boys. I don't want to spill it. Still.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
we can't. You can't say that out loud.
yeah.
But I thought it
Um,
was really good. If you like Jaquel J, if you like Casey Mills, ML Bash, Master P, like any of the girls,
right.
you'll
Crime Syndicate
right,
again, but
you'll
it's black. I love
you'll
it.
enjoy this. But like I
Yeah.
said, maybe start at the beginning.
Right. Don't do like we
I'll
did. We came at the back end.
I'll link everything down below. These books are on Amazon. I believe there are paperbacks available, or you can read it on Kindle Unlimited.
You have the link, right? So you'll
Yeah, I
get
can
okay.
link
Okay.
everything
Link your
that's
stuff. Yeah.
mentioned in here
Yeah.
in the video down below.
It was a good
And I'll
time.
just get in the habit of, I'll create like one particular playlist, and y'all can kind of just go in and
Yeah.
see
It
whatever
was a
books.
good time. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I was actually angry when it ended. Um
Yeah, I was up late one eye open
No, when
because
I
my
woke up
head
this
was
morning, I
hurting.
saw your questions. I was laughing. I was like, "Oh, she in it
Oh yeah,
now."
I was texting her in caps like, "What is this?"
And I was asleep.
Because Air Makari,
Mm-hmm.
hold my beer, let
Mm-hmm.
me at him.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like him. I don't
Yeah.
like him at all. And the sister, I don't know that I like her either.
I think I understand her.
Mm-hmm.
I understand. So I don't. She didn't come off with dislike, but Nero, I don't like, and that
Air,
brother,
mm-mm.
Ed, whatever his name
I
is, I
don't
don't.
like Nirvana brother either because nigga, are you dumb? Obviously.
Oh yeah, no, her. You're right. Her brother is just like seriously,
And I
and
understand
then to like
why she wants
just
to
yeah,
protect him. Like
I
I
get it because
understand her
she
need
right,
to do that grief
right,
and
big sister.
we all we got
I get
left
it,
and all of that.
right, but for
But
real,
also I would have let my husband that I'm forced to be married to knock him in his head a couple of times because do you not hear what he's saying to you?
right. So yeah,
And
no,
then
but
he was all like, "Oh, I get it now. You just listening to whatever he said." Hey, bruh, I
saved your life. You could be not
you could no longer exist,
right. You could be not
and here you are existing.
right
And
because
because
of
he won't
me.
let me live in my own house, this my house that you in right now, nigga.
That
See, that's what she should have said, but she was being all nice because, oh my baby brother, blah 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 blah.
yeah, no, it was good. And again, if you like that kind of thing, um, it was a good time.
It really was.
So Ken, I'm gonna listen to
Yeah,
Ken. You
mom's gonna
have the
listen to
books, but
Ken.
I'm gonna listen. I downloaded the audio,
Okay.
and we've already talked about why I prefer that because it frees me up to do other things. Um,
Um, I'm probably gonna immersive read that.
so when you say
Um,
that, you mean you're gonna be reading the book and
listening at the same time.
listening at the same time? Okay.
Uh
You know.
huh. Yeah, I'm probably gonna immersive read just so I don't miss anything. Currently I only have one book going, and that is Theo of Golden. If you are a fan of Mitch Albom, you'll like this.
I ain't knit
Um,
not one stitch today.
you did not. It's
No.
okay.
I am currently. I went back to the top, so I am reading "Married to the Richest Savage" in Houston,
Okay.
and
I mean, this
that's
all
Brickhouse.
I
Yeah,
don't this makes me not want to go to Texas.
yeah.
Cause it seems like that's a big state, but it seems like ain't nobody got sense there.
So I started that
And are you
to
listening to
see.
anything? Well, no, because you only do one book.
Yeah, no, I can't. Um, I got a couple of them that were in progress that I try to go back to,
Uh
but
huh.
they're still in progress because they weren't keeping me.
Okay.
Like I don't. If I look at something I see I never finished it,
Uh huh.
I'll go back to see what it was, and it's just the story wasn't keeping me.
Okay. Um, I do plan to read my first J. California Cooper soon. I'm gonna
Oh,
read
okay.
Family.
Oh,
I got the
okay.
audiobook for it, and it's a copy around here somewhere.
Yes, I love J. California.
Um, and I finished Casualties of Truth. You might like that. It's about baby. It sounds like them children is gonna step through my ceiling.
Agreed.
Um, Casualties of Truth is about woman and husband are at dinner. Husband invited one of his coworkers that she had never met. He hasn't been working there for that long. His name is Matt. Matt is someone that she met in
Oh yeah, you
South
started telling me about that
Africa
before. Yeah.
20 some years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And there's kind of like a murder mystery aspect to it.
Mm-hmm.
That whole, you never really know who is standing in front of you
Right.
sort of situation. So I
Mm-hmm.
finished that today too. And that was pretty good. it was interesting how it was put together. I feel like it's one of those books that'll fare better as a TV show or a movie. Like it's very cinematic.
Okay.
Um and there was a lot of stuff that was happening and I was like, "Well, how did we get here?" That's a lot. But yeah, I think that's all we have for
Yes, I
you
think so
this
too.
week.
Yes, yes, yes.
Mom is gonna be on Sleep Island for a little while, so I don't know how much new knitting stuff. Wait a second, didn't you get like a book, a knitting book?
I did, but I didn't open it, so we'll talk about that next time.
Oh, okay, all right.
It's
Well,
but yeah, we'll talk about that next time.
all right. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe.
Yes, like. A lot of people have been leaving comments. We need the likes too. So like,
Yes, like,
subscribe,
comment,
and talk
subscribe.
to us.
Yeah,
We, as you can see, we will
we will definitely
respond.
respond.
One of us will.
Right, and we will see you next week.
We
Bye,
will.
friends.
Bye.